So, a very good morning, dear students. Welcome to my channel, Maths with Mahanti sir. Children, in the last class we discussed probability. Yes, the chapter probability was discussed and it was completed in all respect. Everything in probability I have discussed, and I am sure you must have understood the chapter probability. Today, let us discuss a new chapter, that is construction. Okay, in this chapter construction, you are particularly given, as per the class 9 NCERT syllabus, it is given only 3 constructions of triangle. Constructions of triangle, how to construct a triangle under 3 different conditions. Okay, there are 3 constructions particularly as given in your NCERT syllabus. Let us discuss each construction one by one. So what is the first construction? The first construction is how to construct a triangle. Children, you know, in a triangle there are 3 sides, 3 angles, etc. You know. Suppose in a triangle you are given one of the sides as the base. Suppose you are given one of the sides, that is base, and one of the base angles. Suppose in triangle ABC, if AB is taken as the base, then the 2 base angles are angle A and angle B. Suppose you are given one of the base angles, say angle A. That means you are given the base of the triangle and one of the base angles and the sum of other 2 sides, that is BC and AC. That means if AB is taken as the base and angle A is taken as one of the base angles, then the other 2 sides are what? BC and AC. Suppose you are given the sum of the other 2 sides, that is BC and AC. So how to construct the triangle? What are the steps? How to justify the construction? Today let us discuss. See, to explain you what are the steps, how to construct a triangle. See, I have written this construction one. How to construct a triangle when its base, one base angle and sum of other 2 sides given. Here is the rough sketch. You see, children, for any construction work, a rough sketch is required. It is a must. For any construction, first you have to draw the rough sketch. First you draw the rough sketch, then make it fair and then justify and write the steps. These are the steps to construct a triangle or anything, any quadrilateral, whatever the construction. For any construction, a rough sketch is needed. Okay, a rough sketch is needed. Then you have to make it fair. You have to write the steps of construction and justify also. Okay, so let us see. Suppose you want to construct. Let us discuss our discussion. Present point. Suppose you want to construct this triangle ABC. See, what is the base? Suppose the base is AB. Its length is given 5.8 centimeter. And one of the base angles, angle A, 60 degree given. And the other 2 sides, BC and AC, their sum is suppose 8.4 centimeter. So how will you construct it? Okay. Now in order to construct it, what are the steps? First let me discuss the steps, then I will justify that this is the right construction or correct construction. So what you will do? First you have to take this base. See, this is the rough sketch. Now first what you will do? Take AB. This is the first step. Draw AB equal to 5.8 centimeter using your scale and pencil. Okay. Now after drawing AB equal to 5.8 centimeter, what is the next step? The next step, look at the base angle. One of the base angle is 60 degree. So you construct here 60 degree. Suppose this is my 60 degree. Look at. This is my 60 degree. Okay. Now you can give any name. Suppose I will give a name X. Suppose AX. Okay. Now first to draw or construct AB equal to 5.8 cm. Then at the vertex A, draw or construct 60 degree using your rounder. This is suppose my 60 degree. Okay. Then what is the next step? The next step you see, we are given the sum of the other 2 sides. We are given the sum of other 2 sides. So suppose the sum of other 2 sides is equal to AD. See, let AD equal to BC plus AC. Let AD equal to BC plus AC, which is 8.4 centimeter. That means after constructing 60 degree at the vertex A, what you will do? From here, keeping the rounder, keeping the pointed end of the rounder at the point A, you cut an arc. Suppose this is D. Look at. Cut an arc whose length is equal to the sum of BC plus AC. That means cut an arc AD. Cut an arc AD equal to BC plus AC, that is 8.4 centimeter. Taking A as the center. You see, taking the vertex or the point A as the center, cut an arc AD equal to BC plus AC, that is 8.4 centimeter. Okay. Now that means this AD, the length of AD is equal to sum of the other two sides. I mean sum of the two other sides of the triangle ABC. Okay. Okay. Now what is the next step? Now you join D and B. See, join BD. Join BD. By joining BD we got a triangle ABD. But what is our aim? Our aim is to obtain triangle ABC, not ABD. Okay. So now how to get the point C? How to get the vertex C of the triangle ABC? See, after joining BD, what you will do? Draw the bisector. Draw the perpendicular bisector of BD. Construct the perpendicular bisector of BD. Suppose this is, you know how to construct. Suppose this is my perpendicular bisector of BD. Look at. Suppose this is the perpendicular bisector of BD. Now after constructing the perpendicular bisector of BD, this perpendicular bisector intersects AD. See, this is AD, this is the perpendicular bisector of BD. Now this perpendicular bisector of BD will intersect AC at a point C. Suppose name it C. Name the point C. Okay. The perpendicular bisector of BD, after joining BD, construct the perpendicular bisector of BD. That perpendicular bisector will intersect AD at some point. Name it suppose C. Now you join C and D. You see, if you join BC, ABC will be the required triangle. Yes. Now you will ask me, so how it is possible? How to justify? If ABC is the required triangle, how to justify that this AC plus BC equal to AD? How to justify that BC plus AC equal to AD? Okay, let us justify. That means the construction is over. Now the construction is over. We got the required triangle ABC. Now we have to justify that AC plus BC is equal to AD. That is 8.4 centimeter. How to justify? Let us see. Justification. Okay. Now see children. Look at the point C. Look at the point C. The point C, where does it lie? It lies on the perpendicular bisector. Actually the figure is bit. You have to just do like this. See, just you bisector, draw the perpendicular bisector in such a manner that I am using my hand. You use rounder, you will get the exact thing. Okay. So you see. Suppose you see. Now this is the perpendicular bisector. Okay. After getting the perpendicular bisector, what I said? This perpendicular bisector will intersect AD at some point. Suppose C. That point is C. Now join BC. So ABC will be the required triangle. Now you have to justify that your AC plus BC is equal to AD. That is 8.4 centimeter. How to justify? Now look at the point C. This point C, where does it lie? It lies on the perpendicular bisector of which line segment? BD. So you see, C lies, as the point C lies on perpendicular bisector. See, perpendicular bisector of BD. Look at. As the point C lies on the perpendicular bisector of BD, so C must be equidistant from D and B. It is taught in the chapter circle. It is taught in the chapter circle. Okay. If a point lies on the perpendicular bisector of a chord, that point is equidistant from the two endpoints of the chord. Yes, it is taught in the chapter circle. So as C lies on the perpendicular bisector of BD, so C will be equidistant from D and B. C will be equidistant from D and B. Therefore, C is equidistant. You see, C is equidistant from B and D. Now, if C is equidistant from B and D, see, if C is equidistant from B and D, what will happen? If C is equidistant from B and D, that means CD and CB. That means CD and CB will be equal. Therefore, CD will be equal to CB. As C is equidistant from B and D. What is the reason? The reason is because the point C lies on the perpendicular bisector of BD. So as C lies on the perpendicular bisector of BD, so it must be equidistant from the two endpoints of BD, that is D and B. So that means CD and CD will be equal. So we got CD equal to CD. Okay. Now see, if CD equal to CB, okay, if CD equal to CB, then you find out your what? What is your aim? Your aim is to show that AC plus BC equal to AD. Now see, now you find out AD. What will be AD? You see, AD equal to your AC plus CD. Look at it. Or you can break it like this. You see, CD equal to CB. CD equal to CB. You can break CD implies, you see, in place of CD we can write AD minus AC. CD will be equal to AD minus AC. So in place of CD we can write AD minus AC. You see, because from AD AC subtracted, then only we will get CD. So in place of CD we can write AD minus AC. So AD minus AC equal to CB. So what it implies? It implies take AC to the right hand side. CB plus AC. You see, we got. Thus we proved that AD, this AD is equal to AC plus BC. You see, AC plus BC. Okay. So this length AD is equal to AC plus BC, and hence the construction is justified. That means triangle ABC is the required triangle. Children, I hope you understood how to construct a triangle if one of the bases, I mean if the base, one base angle and sum of other two sides given. So what you will do? Once again I am repeating. First you take the base. First you construct the base using scalar rounder. Suppose AB equal to 5.8 cm. Then one base angle, angle A is given 60 degree. So you construct here 60 degree. Using rounder, construct 60 degree at the point A. After constructing 60 degree, whatever is the sum of other two sides, that means whatever is the sum of BC and AC, other two sides, whatever length is given, sum of other two sides, BC plus AC, it is 8.4. So cut that 8.4 from taking A as center, cut an arc, say AD equal to BC plus AC equal to 8.4. Okay. Now then you join D and B, you will get a line segment BD. After getting BD, you draw the perpendicular bisector of BD. Draw the perpendicular bisector of BD. This is the perpendicular bisector, you see. So the perpendicular bisector of BD will intersect AD at some point. Say the point, let the point be C. Now you join C and D. Okay. So that the required triangle ABC will be obtained. Now how will you justify? How will you justify that this AC plus BC equal to AD? Because we have taken AD equal to BC plus AC. But how to justify it? To justify it, you see, as C lies on the perpendicular bisector of BD, so C will be equidistant from the two endpoints of BD, that is D and B. That means CD will be equal to CB, what I have written here. Okay? So CD will be equal to CB. If CD equal to CB, then in place of CD, you see, CD can be written as AD minus AC. You see, in place of CD, I have written AD minus AC. So if AD minus AC equal to CB, then AD will be equal to CB plus AC. Finished. That means AD is equal to the sum of other two sides of the triangle ABC. Okay, in this way the construction is justified. Then you write the steps. What I discussed, you have to write the steps of construction. Okay. So children, in this way you will construct a triangle if its base is given, one base angle is given, and the sum of other two sides is given. Children, I hope you understood this construction. Okay. So there are two more constructions. We will discuss one by one in the next class. Children, I hope you understood if at all it is true. If you understood and if you think yes, the way Mahanti sir explained us the construction of a triangle when its base, one base angle and the sum of other two sides given, we understood it very nicely, then I must say children, you please hit the like button and subscribe my channel. Okay. Thank you. We shall again meet in the next class with the discussion of another construction. Okay. Thank you.